Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us for the 10 o'clock edition of the Wednesday, September 17th, 2025 edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news this 10 o'clock hour, Statesville police are investigating what they were told might be a hate crime. On Monday, shortly after 5:30 p.m., officers responded to a report of suspicious activity at the intersection of Wilson Lee Boulevard and Fayetteville Avenue. Responding officers contacted the owner of the property adjacent to the intersection. The property owner reported discovering a doll hanging from a street sign with a rope around its neck. The doll was positioned above an election sign for Doris Allison, the Ward 3 City Council representative. The property owner told officers they believed the doll was intentionally placed at this location to target Allison and represented a hate crime. The doll and materials used to suspend it were secured as evidence, and the Statesville Police Department Criminal Investigations Division, in collaboration with the FBI, has launched an active investigation into this incident. If you have any information regarding this incident, you are encouraged to contact the Statesville Police Department at 704-878-3518. Today, a rezoning that has been opposed by citizens was approved. Statesville City Council approved a rezoning request to allow construction of a data center on farmland, despite strong opposition from residents who packed City Hall on Monday. According to our news partner, WACB, the proposal by Compass Data Centers would convert agricultural land near Stamey Farm Road into 5 warehouse-style buildings to house servers and computer equipment. The project also includes plans for an electrical substation and a temporary batch plant for construction materials. City leaders voted unanimously in favor of the proposal. According to our news partner, an uproar of disagreement from residents was heard in the meeting room after the vote. According to WACB, many residents pointed to the environmental impact expected from the data center. Others worried that their voices in county areas rather than the city of Statesville were being silenced on the matter. The rezoning approval opens the door for additional uses beyond the data center, including warehouses, outdoor storage facilities, and office space, a provision that has raised concerns among residents about future development pressure on the area. Not every public comment was in opposition to the project. Several speakers did make comments in favor of the proposal. There is no timeline for when the data center will be built. With details on last night's Hickory City Council meeting, here's WHKY's Ariana Mack.
That's correct, Rob. Hickory City Council met in regular session Tuesday. Minutes, second readings, and the consent agenda were all approved. The consent agenda included the approval of a lease agreement with the Nest at HKY LLC for Hangar S5 at Hickory Regional Airport. In other action Tuesday, the voluntary, non-contiguous annexation of 4643 16th Street Drive Northeast in Hickory, owned by Piedmont Companies Incorporated, was unanimously passed. In addition, preliminary assessment roll for curb and gutter at 290 16th Street Place Southeast was unanimously passed. Members were also appointed to boards and commissions at Tuesday's meeting. I'm Ariana Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Funding has been approved for storm relief in North Carolina. WHKY's David Cedrone reports.
Thanks, Rob. So President Donald Trump has approved North Carolina Governor Josh Stein's August request for a major disaster declaration. It's going to help repair damages from Tropical Storm Chantal. So the declaration will provide public assistance to 7 counties. This includes Orange, Moore, Durham, Chatham, Alamance, Caswell in person. The federal funding assistance will also provide reimbursements to eligible state and local governments to offset the cost of response and recovery. Governor Stein announced that the Small Business Association had approved federal financial assistance to homeowners, renters, business owners, and nonprofits for lower interest disaster loans. Eligibility will allow those affected to borrow up to $500,000 for repair on construction costs for primary residences. As well, loans up to $100,000 will be made available to cover other expenses. This will include damaged or destroyed property like clothing, furniture, vehicles, and even appliances. Businesses and nonprofits, they have access up to $2 million. It's going to include repairs or replacement on property, real estate, inventory, and equipment. The application deadline is approaching September 23rd. That's for physical property damage. The deadline to apply for economic injury loans, you have till April 23rd. And you can submit your application online using the My SBA loan portal, the web address lending.sba.gov. Also available emailing the SBA's Customer Service Center. That email is disastercustomerservice@sba.gov, or you can give them a call, 1-800-659-2955. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY. Have a great night.
Thanks, David. In today's crime report, a fugitive arrest has been reported in Caldwell County. A Taylorsville woman faces drug charges, and a Caldwell County resident is charged in a stolen vehicle case. In local sports, Jason Savage has details on Lenore-Rhine Volleyball's conference opener. In community focus, we'll have the Arts and Entertainment Bulletin with Ariana Mack, who will speak with Dana Kaminsky, who has the City of Hickory update. Temps reached around 80 degrees today under mainly sunny skies. We have been spoiled with this weather lately. Much more of the same is ahead. Highs will be in the upper 70s or low 80s for at least the next week, with the next chance for rain next Tuesday. For the latest updated weather forecast, you can go to our website, WHKY.com, anytime. You can also watch segments from the WHKY News at that site and read the latest news and sports every day. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2. and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel. We're also in multiple cable systems across the area, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.